I don't know about zombie apocalypse, but I can tell you that if you go back and you read Deuteronomy 28, beginning at verse 15, you will see the curses that come upon a land that has been blessed by Yah and has turned their back on him. And some of those curses include eating your own children. When I first read that curse, I thought to myself, that's a horrible situation there in Deuteronomy 28. Then I read what happened in the siege of Jerusalem, in the Babylonian siege in the very last year, when just before Zedekiah fled. And a woman comes up to him and says, you have to help. He says, what's the problem? He says, well, this woman and I, we reached this deal that we would kill my son and eat him. And then when he ran out, we would kill her son and eat him. But after we ate my son, she took off. And Zedekiah realized, okay, 100% of the curse of Deuteronomy 28 has befallen us. Only then did he realize it. Or when he turned around and he saw all the leaders of the Babylonian army sitting on the bench in downtown Jerusalem, then it got a little nervous too. But what you see is that curse in Deuteronomy 28:15 is a curse that, when you have a nation like our nation, which had such a huge blessing, the people that came here, sure, you had to struggle as an immigrant and so on and so forth to come here and work out your life. But he gave us such a beautiful land, and he gave us such tremendous good climate and such rich soil to plant our crops in, and beautiful running rivers and all of these, fertile fields and gorgeous mountains and beautiful coastline and beaches and on and on and on it goes. That is the beauty of North America. And look what we've done. And look at who we've become. We have rulers that rule over us that worship Lucifer and Satan and sacrifice children and drink blood. And all they can promote is abortion worldwide and LGBT rights and the destruction of the family and fake food and pharmaceuticals and pharmakia and sorcery and on and on and on and on it goes. While they worship at the temple of Molech. When you get into a political convention and you're booing the name of God and you're speaking with virtue about your late-term abortion, while they're finding boxes of mutilated, aborted babies that are being sold on the market. Come on. This is what we did with the blessing that was given to us? This is what we did? How far from the zombie apocalypse are we? Why aren't we zombies right now? I mean, look at the average American. The average American does not know that he is a slave. You have 1% of the people on earth own 95% of the wealth on earth. There has never been a greater disparity between the super rich and everybody else. Never in all of history. We as Americans, we just owe a cool $20 trillion to the world in cash, plus another $200 trillion that we borrow that we're never going to pay back. You put a dollar bill in your pocket, guess what? You owe somebody $140,000 for putting that bill in your pocket. It's a promissory note, and it's got liens on it, lots of them. And so you say, is there going to be a zombie apocalypse? Go over to the local high school after the school gets out. And you see everybody walking out like this. Zombie apocalypse. You don't have to be eating somebody else's flesh to have completely shut down your mind, to have completely distanced yourself from the concern of your own life. People don't care about their families. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about their country. They don't care about anything. It boggles my mind. So you have people screaming, please take my First Amendment rights away. I think free speech should go. Please take my freedoms away. I think that should go. Please put me back into making bricks with no straw 7 days a week so I will stop complaining. Yeah, we're in a zombie apocalypse right now. And unless Americans turn around and say, you know what? I want to live the life that was given to me by Yah, who said, here's a simple instruction. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. My yoke is easy. Did I tell you you have to beat yourself on the head with a sharp sword? Or every Friday you have to whip yourself with a chain on the back until you bleed? Did I tell you you had to sacrifice your children? Did I tell you to bring 1,000 oxen up here before you qualify? Did I tell you have to come up with 13,000 in gold before we're going to let you become a member? No. He says, just confess me with your mouth. It's not a huge burden. The yoke is easy. The burden is light. And once you find the love of Yahweh Sevaot, Yahushua HaMashiach, when you find this love, And this is what it says. This is the love of Yah, is the keeping of his commandments. This is the love of Yah, is the keeping of his commandments. And what is the first commandment? Shema Yashareh Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. And you shall love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. All of the Torah and the prophets hang from this. This is not a difficult message, but it is something that calls to the child. It is something that calls to the young adult. It is something that calls to the old man like me. It's simple, and yet it is qualitative. You can take one step into a journey of 1,000 miles, or you can be 100 miles into it, or 800 miles into it. The point being is that it's a lifetime journey, but it's a lifetime journey that brings quality to your life. It brings your mind to life. It brings your soul to life. It brings your purpose to life. It answers your questions. You'll put down the cell phone and go for it. Baruch Shemo Adonai.